Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome to BMGI LLC. This is the Black Moon Chamber Matrix. I am your soulcologist, Black Moon. And today we're going to be getting into the Saturday Mudra and Message. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, Butterfly Lover. Welcome in, Joseph. Be sure to get your daily heart needs, okay? So today, today we're going to be doing the daily, Today we're going to be doing the Saturday Mudra and Message. We're also going to get into a little bit of this soulchology, the 6 layers that I cover to address trauma that is focused in different parts of the body, okay? And different parts of the psyche, the subconscious, the body, your ancestral layer, things of that nature. All right. If you're new here, welcome in, welcome in. If you are returning, hey cousin. So we are going to get into this mudra and this message. And first, as always, we're going to do the rundown. If you are interested in a reading, I'm not sure if you can see it up on my TikTok screen, but the information is right here. My Cash App is Black Moon 369. There are no free readings. No more free readings. Okay. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So today is Saturday. It is ruled by the planet of Saturn. Your crystal, the colors for today are black and deep purple. If you are into your herbs today, you will use pansy, morning glory, cypress, myrrh, patchouli, poppy, black poppy seed, and mullein. Mullein is very good for clearing out the lungs. It's a very good detox for the lungs if you have asthma, things like that. Myrrh is very good when paired with frankincense. It's very cleansing. Okay. So if you are interested in your crystals today, then hey princess, make sure you get your daily heart me, okay? If you're into your crystals today, then you will want to use obsidian. I have some obsidian. Oh, hold on. Okay, put my bracelets on. So obsidian would look like this. It's a black stone, okay? So you would want to use obsidian. You would want to use some hematite, which is this silver metallic looking stone. Okay. That's the hematite. You will also want to use some jet. So jet is this black stone. Jet and obsidian look very similar. So the way you can tell is that obsidian is a bit heavier. Jet is a lighter stone. It almost feels hollow. Okay. Coral, which I don't have. Salt, you guys know what that is. Thank you so much. Salt, you know what that is. Lead, y'all know what lead is. Oops. Oh. Serpentine. This is serpentine. It's like a green with some stripes through it. This has brown in it. So those are other minerals that have been, infused in it during the process. All right. And pewter. Pewter is, I don't have pewter. I thought I had some. I did have some once upon a time, but I don't have any anymore. So don't have any pewter to show you. But those are the crystals for today. I didn't put my bracelets on, you all. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. All right, y'all. Let me put my stuff on. watchmen or whatever, watchtower, watchman, whatever. Wrong place, babe. Wrong place. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, you. Watchman, watchtower. Wrong place, my love. I don't knock what you do, but don't come over here trying to tell me what to do. Okay? So, and we can pick up where we left off. I thank you guys for joining me. Yes, they are real. They're real. Yes, they are. I am also a certified hypnotherapist. Yes. Galaxies or something equivalent. Don't be just give me a good gift and I'll do you a reading. Hey, my love. Hey, boo. Good to see you. Good to see you. So I'm trying to make sure that my YT, I don't know what's going on YT, y'all. I'm not gonna even lie. It was working, then it cut off. It's just been kind of crazy. You can go ahead and send me your gift, Naya. I will definitely answer your question. And while you're doing that, we're going to get into this message for this mudra. We did the mudra, y'all. It is the enthusiasm mudra, the Nayara mudra. This is all about being excited about your new beginning, starting a fresh start. And we are having a fresh start in our healing. And because today is Saturday, it is ruled by Saturn. And as you all know, Saturn is all about self-discipline, karma, course correction, putting you on the right path, eliminating things that no longer serve you, and recognizing the things that are a resource for you, right? So, as we always do, I gave y'all the rundown with the planet, with the crystals, with your colors today, okay? If you weren't here, I will do it again. Today is ruled by the planet of Saturn. Your colors are purple, deep purple, and black today. The plants and herbs are pansy, morning glory, cypress, myrrh, patchouli, black poppy seed, and mullein. If you're into your oils today, you're going to want to use some High John oil. I do have some, but it's not somewhere where I can reach it, and I'm not about to. There you go. I'm not about to go searching for it. All right. I just have one question. Is Xavier and I date? Can I please? What's the, one question? Will Xavier and I date? Will you and Xavier date? Let's see. I'm getting puppy love type stuff. I feel like you guys will be in a relationship. I don't think this will be a forever relationship. I think it's one of those like prepare you for the real thing, if that makes sense. When you get into this relationship, do not lose yourself. Remember, this is one of those, this is not your forever person. Okay, this is not your forever relationship. Okay. Okay, and the card says, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So they're trying to tell me that there is something going on with parental, your parents when it comes to relationships. Like the relationship that they had is or isn't something that you aspire to have. Okay. Healing family issues, that's telling me that they had a relationship that you don't want to have. So with that, you have to learn to forgive and learn lessons from that. I do feel like you guys will get into a relationship, but again, it is not your forever relationship. Okay, not your forever relationship. It will be good while it lasts, but when it's over, let it be over. Okay? When it's over, let it be over. I think you'll have it'll be a nice little relationship while it lasts, though. And I don't feel like the break when it is over, I'm just because I kind of feel like you're wondering, like, well, how is it gonna end? When it is over, it's gonna be kind of like you guys just kind of grew apart. You're gonna be ascending on one path, he's gonna be going down another path, and you guys are gonna just kind of grow apart. It's not gonna be something detrimental where he then cheated on you and you're hiding in the bushes trying to catch him in the act type thing. It's not gonna be that type of thing. Okay, it's going to be more so you guys grew apart. Okay. I'm trying to download this document, y'all. All right. So as we move through the day, we're going to get this message for this enthusiasm, this new start. Because today is ruled by, okay, what is happening here? This is not correct, y'all. Something's happening with my screens now. The computers are not that smart. Just not. Okay, let's do the display. Systems, displays. Because here we go. Okay, I got you, Dion. I don't know what happened here. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Can you give me more on this enthusiasm, new start? Got you, done. Welcome in, Claudia. You guys be sure to get your daily heart me's. Tapping is clapping. Sharing is caring. Is Brandon going to reach out soon, or is our situation something he regrets as far as his action? All right. What do you have for Dion and Brandon? Present future. Geez. Okay. Future. Outcome advice. Future. Outcome. And advice. Okay. So they're telling me that in the past, you guys have it's taken you some time to get to a place where you don't feel like you're lost and twirling in the wind, right? You've had to put your big girl drawers on. This hasn't been an easy an easy experience that you've had with him. Okay. Also, what I'm feeling is in the past, you've had to fight for what you thought was something that you shouldn't feel like you had to fight for. So maybe like you had to fight for his attention because he has a wandering eye, or he was a flirt, or something like that, and you always felt like you had to like protect what's yours. So you kind of acted out of character than on what you would normally act, because you had to stand your ground. You had to protect what's yours. Okay. Right now, I'm seeing that you're in the Seven of Wands energy. So the Seven of Wands meaning that you feel like your back is up against the wall. You feel like you're between a rock and a hard place. But even in that space, you still are, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say, you kind of got a wall up, right? You're kind of protecting yourself. Cautious with the words that you use, the energy that you project, the tone, and just your whole demeanor is more cautious. You're not really trusting people at this moment in time. I'm also feeling like you're not able to see the sun because of all of the darkness. That's, it's not even darkness, it's kind of like grim glumness. I'm feeling it's kind of gray. You got this kind of gray energy hanging over top of you, and that's that cautionary cap, if you will, that you are putting over yourself so that you no longer get hurt, which is where you in the future you're putting yourself in this hermit mode. So I kind of feel like he's in this place of wanting to get back together. He's kind of regretting. I'm kind of feeling like there's like this third party energy. He has some hope, but he also has some regret to this situation. So if there was a third party, I'm kind of feeling like there was a third party. He was talking to someone else, whether it was a physical connection or an emotional connection. He was connected to someone else in a way that was intimate and should have only been personal between you two. That's what I'm feeling. So I kind of feel like you shut yourself off. He is having some regrets, yes, but he is also feeling like you're gonna come back and you guys are gonna be work this thing out, like time heals all wounds type of thing. You'll forgive him. It was a lapse in judgment, a lapse in character, whatever you want to call it. Is this making sense? The advice is to be able to see this as a it's this, everything happened for you to look at yourself in a different way, if that makes sense. To change the way you see yourself. That's why you're putting yourself in this isolation of sorts. Hello, did that, is it making sense, Dion? Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna pull you an oracle card and to see where we are. They're telling me to pull the rebel deck. The rebel deck talk shit, y'all. I'm just gonna let you know. So they're saying for you to get over this, to get into your spiritual space, head space, and things of that nature. They got the rebel deck. What is the last message that you have for Dion in accordance to this spread, and Brandon? It says, you are the best thing that ever happened to you. Go easy on your ass. Buy your own damn drink. So they're saying honor yourself, love yourself. Know that you are your own masterpiece. You don't need anyone else to make you feel whole. Okay? If you have a partner, then they're like the icing on the cake, the cherry on top of the icing, whatever the hell you want to cake. They are not they are not it. They are a accessory to your love. You have to love yourself the way you want others to love you. If you are loving yourself half-assed, then you're going to get half-assed love in return. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that. All right. You guys, if you want a personal reading, you can join my Hypsee community, or you can go to CashApp. They are $5.55 for a mini, $20 for a full, $2.22 for 2 cards, or yes or no. If you guys are paying by PayPal, go to my profile and you will see it pinned in my in the content. All right. All right. So, Spirit, what do we have about this enthusiasm for today? New start. What is this new start about? Mind, emotion, spirit. Okay, so this enthusiasm, this new start, is telling me that it's a new start for you and your insecurities. You're coming out of this lack, poverty, financial strife, and isolation and worry. You're coming into a place where you are recovering from financial losses, and you are no longer in a spiritual deficit. You're becoming stronger in your spiritual practices, in your spiritual knowledge, in your wisdom, in the way that you understand how the universe and energy works, spirituality as a whole. I'm also feeling like you are coming into a more grounded place where you're understanding how these things have worked in your life. So the thoughts that you've been having around money, around your spiritual success, around your personal growth, around what makes you feel secure. Like, are you standing in your full power, or are you only showing a portion of who you really are because you're afraid that the other part is not going to be, accepted, type of thing, right? This is where your mind is. Your mind is in this Five of Pentacles energy. You are enthusiastic to start things anew, but you're still trying to get out of the poverty, the insecurities, the things that make you feel small, the things that have you comparing yourself to other people, the things that have you in this place of talking yourself out of it because you don't know what's on the other side. And you, even though where you're at is not ideal, you know how to navigate those terrains. You are being pushed to start things anew. You're being pushed to see yourself in a new way. Physically, you're all in. Physically, you're in your body, your somatic body. You've cleared out this stuff that has kept you stagnant, that have kept you stuck, that have kept you in this lack and poverty and insecurity. You've moved this energy out. You've done the yoga. You've done the breath work. You've done the bone work. You've done all of these things, right? So it's no longer anchored in the body, but it's still running like a broken record in your mind, on your subconscious. Okay? So your physical body is ready. It's in alignment with what you need to do. It's in alignment with this enthusiastic new start. So you may feel excited, like in your body, you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then your mind is like, yeah, but you remember the last time though. You remember when we tried this before. What are we going to do? You want to start a business? You need capital. You need this. You need that. We don't have this. We don't have that. Right? But your body is like, I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do it. Your spirit is like, yo, we ready too. Let's do it. We have a divine backing. We are ready to move in victory. We are ready to have a victorious leg of this journey. We are ready. We are ready for this new start. We are ready to do this reinvention. We are ready to do this refit of our lives. It's almost like taking an inventory of what has been going on across your mental plane, your physical plane, and your spiritual plane, and then learning how to retrofit that to this new enthusiastic way of approaching the unknown. Okay. I hope I'm making sense, y'all. I kind of feel all over the place, but this is the way it's coming to me, so this is the way y'all gonna get it. So if I'm not making sense, you got questions, drop it in the chat. The direction that you are being pushed to go in is going to catapult you in so many ways that you're not going to be in this Five of Pentacles anymore. You're going to be seeing it in a bigger way. Okay, Spirit, give me clarification on this Five of Pentacles with the intellectual mind, cognitive responses, the Five of Swords, sneakiness, conflict, defeat, contemplation, competition, and ego. Yeah, your ego is competing with your subconscious mind, and it's psyching you out. It's psyching you out. This energy right here should be in your past. This is past energy. We are in a reset, y'all. We should no longer be in this energy. Okay? Y'all do what you like. I don't know your life. I don't know where you are in your journey. But during this reset, by the end of this year, we should no longer be sitting in lack. We should no longer even be able to quantify what lack is. Okay? We should no longer be in this thing where we're fighting ourselves. So this is fighting ourselves. We're fighting ourselves on what we feel comfortable in holding. What do we feel comfortable in realizing and actualizing as being something that we can actually have, right? How big is your wealth container? How big are your dreams? Some of y'all dream small because you think that the big dreams are too preposterous to even have. Dream big. As big as the universe, as vast as the universe. Dream big. Stop psyching yourself out. Stop talking yourself out of your blessings. Okay? What is what with the physical body and the subconscious? So this is the conscious and the subconscious. Okay? The conscious and the subconscious are in this lack energy, feeling out of sync, not being in this air of optimism, right? Okay. So the somatic and ancestry layer is telling you that, yo, we are ready to move forward. We are taking away the things that no longer serve us, and we're moving towards a more profitable, more financially free. And it's not even financial, it's just freedom, period. But it's coming out as the 10 of Pentacles because most of y'all are worried about your money. Most of y'all are worried about your finances. Most of y'all are worried about your careers. You're worrying about the things that make this existence go round, but you're not understanding that your spiritual energy is what makes this world go round. Yes, money, we need money to pay for things, but money can literally fall out the sky if you're on the same frequency as abundance and you live there. You make that your home. Okay, so this here is going to be the soul pattern, psyche, subconscious, soma, ancestry, soul pattern and energetic layer. So your soul pattern is telling you, you have been working on willpower all this time. You have willed yourself to the point of where you are today, but that is not feasible. You are draining yourself unnecessarily. All right. Your energetic layer right now is speaking to the fact that we are ready. We are ready to step into this new way of being. We are ready to analyze and redirect our energy in a more positive way so that we can clear all of this bullshit out of our lives where we're seeing lack, poverty, scarcity, insecurities, feeling isolated from those around us that even may be our support system, but you don't feel like they're your support system because you feel like they don't have your best interest at heart. And that's all because of this fact that you feel like people are being sneaky, that people are lying to you, that they're trying to usurp something or take something from you. This is not the case. You're doing this all to yourself. This is all you. I'm not feeling any outside energy that is going to stop you from being enthusiastic about starting something fresh, about starting a new life, about reinventing yourself, about standing 10 toes down on your personal growth and your spiritual development, standing 10 toes down on being an individual in your relationships and not getting lost in the sauce. Some of y'all don't know how to be an individual. You get in a relationship and you become whatever your partner wants you to be. And then you wonder why they lose interest, because that's not who they fell in love with. They fell in love with the original you, not some carbon copy of what they want or what they think they want, because most people don't even really know what they want for real. What is the outcome for today? What is the overall outcome for today? Please, Spirit, with this enthusiasm and new start for Saturday. So today is going to be rough for some of y'all. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Today is going to be rough for some of y'all. The Eight of Pentacles, keep doing the hard work. Keep doing the mastery. Keep developing those skills. Keep being diligent and persistent in pursuing your goals and creations and the things that you were trying to achieve. I don't know your life. Again, if you want something more deep and personal, book a session. This is a collective, okay? Your passions. What are your standards for life? What are your standards of living? Before, you didn't expect much. You didn't think that you could have much. You didn't put yourself in the category of abundance. You didn't put yourself in the category of someone that even had a skill that could be used, that could be mastered. You're just flying through life. Now you know, hey, I've got a skill, I've got a talent, I've got a passion, I've got a hobby, I got something that I'm good at, and I can turn this into something that's profitable. Or I have something that I am good at and I can use this to help people. Somebody's going to need this. You're literally coming into your own. You're broadcasting this. You're going to be broadcasting this signal that, hey, I'm ready to start something new. I'm ready to give birth to the newest version, most authentic version of myself. The abundant version, the fertile version, the version that is able to self-express without any fear, without any doubt, without any, what is it? Without any insecurities, okay? You're being able to stand in this energy in a stable way. Your broadcast doesn't flail. It doesn't flip-flop. No matter what comes your way. Life could be lifing. Life could be lifing, but you are still in this air of abundance, of creation, of intuition, of stability. Okay? This is what this enthusiasm does for you. This is what this new start is giving to you. It is helping you to master this energy of abundance, this energy of leaning into your intuition, this energy of mastery. Okay? I like it. I like it. When it comes to the things that make you happy, what are the comforts? What are the things that help you to release all of these things so that it's not running around like a mental loop, so that it's not causing you aches and pains in this physical body, this avatar this meat suit that we drag around every day, so that you understand where it resonates on, whether it's your energy or whether it came in through on the bloodline, that is not allowing you to hold this energy of hope and enthusiasm, right? You're also learning where in this lifetime have you created coping mechanisms and management tools and techniques to psych yourself out of this, just to get over the hump, right? These is when you come to me and we deal with these things on all of these layers, It's not going to get stuck in one place. It's not going to get stuck just in your mind and in your body or in an ancestral layer. You're going to realize if it's yours or if you brought this in through the bloodline. Grand Rising, Big Fine. Happy Saturday, love. You're going to come out as the Empress, as a master creator. Okay? The Empress is overly abundant. She trusts her intuition and it leads her on the right path. Thank you for your daily heart me. She's abundant in all ways. She's fertile in everything that she does. Everything she touches blossoms into something useful and abundant and successful. That's not just beautiful, but useful. Okay? All righty. I like this energy, y'all. So that is the message. That's all I got. That is the message and the mudra. Okay. They're saying get out of your head. You are your own worst enemy. Get out of your head because there's good news coming your way. There's inspiration coming your way. There's limitless potential that you're going to realize that you have in any given area, because I don't know your life. Again, use all of my readings as an intuitive exercise, okay? Now, if I can get my screen together, we can get moving here. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, the information is on the screen. My Cash App is Black Moon 369. If you are paying by PayPal, there is a QR code in my profile. So go there and look at the pinned videos. There is a QR code there. There's also a QR code in my stories. If you're paying $5.55, you can do Cash App or PayPal. If you're going to do PayPal, use the QR code that does not say tip jar. If you're doing $2.22 for a 2-card or a mini or a yes or no, then use the tip jar, and it is $2.22. Okay. Ow! This chair is just no. Connect to a wireless display. I'm trying to get this together, y'all. My screens are not cooperating. Okay, y'all. Welcome in. I am. If you have a question, you can do yes or no or 2 cards for $2.22. The Cash App is Black Moon 369. If you're paying by PayPal, there's a QR code in my profile. So just go to my page and you'll see the QR code there. Or you can join my Hypsee community and you can pay through there. So it's $5.55 for a mini, $20 for a full reading, $2.22 for a yes or no or 2 cards. Okay. Why is this not working? I don't think this is going to work today. And then my cards are all mixed up. Alicia. Okay. Did you send a Cash App or PayPal? Or you can send a Galaxy. You can send a gift as well for a yes or no. You can send a gift for a yes or no. Let me know where you sent it so I know where to look. Oh, shit. I'm going to have to tell them to fix my stuff. I forgot to clock back in. Welcome in, welcome in. Be sure to get your daily heart needs. Be sure to tap that screen. If you want a reading, they are $5.55 for a mini, $2.22 for a yes or no, or 2-card pull. Also, if you want to do a yes or no, you can send a Galaxy or something equivalent. Okay. Alicia, did you? I'm trying to see where you sent it at, so I know what we're doing here. Alexia, you can send a Cash App, Black Moon 369 for $2.22, or you can go to my PayPal, go to my profile, and there's a PayPal QR code for the tip jar, and you can put $2.22 in there for a yes or no. Okay. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the Chamber Matrix. I am your Soulchologist, Black Moon. Mini reads are $5.55. Full readings are $20.20. Mini 2-card pulls and yes or no questions are $2.22. Cash App, Black Moon 369. PayPal, there's a QR code on my profile. You tap on the little icon up there and go to my profile. You will see the QR code. You can use that as well. When you have done that, it will come up on my device. If you are part of my Hypsee community, I suggest that you book through Hypsee. But if you do Cash App or PayPal, I will get the notification. Just let me know when you sent it, and I'll get started on your question. I got something in my eye. And I will get started on your question. Thank you. Thank you, Yolis, for the Daily Heart Me. All right, you guys. While we're waiting on people to get their readings, we're going to talk about the 6 layers of you. These are the 6 layers that I cover in Soulchology to give you a full and complete healing experience, so that you're not just healing on one layer or 2 layers, but across the whole arc of the human experience. Y'all know I'm hot. I got to turn my fan on. Okay. All right. So if you guys were here the last time I did my video, I talked about why you're stuck, right? We talked about why you're stuck, the why and the different layers that it is stuck in, and how Soulchology helps you heal on all layers, not just 1 or 2. So now we're going to continue the discussion, and we're going to talk about those 6 layers that we cover. Okay, because we talked about the sequence, we talked about the layers. So now we're going to talk about them individually. In the last video, I introduced the idea that most persistent patterns live across multiple layers. Today, we are going to go deep on what those layers actually are. By the end of this video, you will have a map, a real map, not a metaphor, a functional map of the 6 layers of your architecture. So you can begin to identify where your specific patterns live. Not just an arbitrary idea, but a real place of where it lives. Okay? A functional map of the 6 layers of your architecture. So this is the foundational teachings of Soulchology. I have spent over 20 years teaching Soulchology. I have spent 15 years developing it into this framework. Well, I've been practicing it for 25 years with clients and things of that nature. I've actually started putting it into an actual cohesive framework the past 5 years. Okay, and more diligently the past 2 years. Okay. Everything I do, clinically, spiritually, and practically, runs through these 6 layers. So let's build this map, y'all. Personal layers are, the 6 layers that I cover. Okay, layers 1 and 2 are the psychological and the somatic layers. Okay, the psychological layer is the layer that is where identity formation begins. Your attachment patterns live. Your defense mechanisms begin. Your trauma adaptations start. Grief processing lives here. Rational conditioning lives here. And the narratives the mind builds around the experiences that you have had. This is the layer most accessible to language. This is where they talk about talk therapy, psychology, things of that nature. This is where this is because on the psychological layer, it is more responsive to language. Okay, it is where conventional psychology does its best work. Okay. This is why it is effective when done right for this layer. Okay. The somatic layer is the nervous system. This is the nervous system patterning. This is the implicit body memory. This is where survival response encoding lives. This is where your postural compensation lives. So if you slouch, if you have good posture, if you lean to the side, if you cock your head to the side, if you hold your arms like this, your body language, okay? How you hold your body. And all information in the body holds below the threshold of language. The body does not respond to insight. It responds to safety, movement, breath, and direct somatic contact. We work through these layers, Okay? Here is how to tell which layer your pattern is primarily operating at. Okay? If you can talk about it clearly, explain its origins, understand exactly what you need to do, but you still do it anyway, that pattern has been addressed at the psychological layer. That means that you can cognitively, intellectually understand what's going on. You have a clear concept of what the issue is. You understand where it began. And you understand exactly why you do what you do, but you still do it. Okay? The pattern that has been addressed in the psychological layer does not yet meet you and help you on a somatic layer. Understanding does not create change in the body. The body has its own memory, its own intelligence, its own set of instructions that permeate language. It even predates language. Before there was language, before we could use words, we use our bodies. We had a feeling. We could energetically feel what a person's intentions were. Even so much as babies. Think about when they're babies. Babies don't have language. They don't understand language at first, right? They can't speak. So they cry or they whine or they may have a face. They may move a certain way. They may squirm. Okay? These are just examples. Okay? The body has its own intelligence. Okay? The chronic tension in your shoulders, the way your breath goes shallow in confrontation, the posture that says, I'm sorry to take up space. These are somatic patterns. These live in your nervous system. And they require a somatic intervention, not more insight. Knowledge isn't going to help you here. Okay? The 6 gates of the spine, a system I developed, is the primary access architecture for the somatic layer. 6 specific locations in the spinal column where the body's most significant patterns are stored. Patterns 3 and 4 are the subconscious and the ancestral layer. The subconscious layer is initialized contracts, automatic behavioral loops, symbolic methods and materials, trance access memory, hidden beliefs, self-sabotage structures, and the identity conditions that operate outside conscious awareness. This layer governs approximately 90 to 95% of your daily behavior. So you've got things running on autopilot that you're not even aware of. You've got things that are throwing a monkey wrench in your plans, in your healing, in your understanding of self, in your quantum shift, your quantum healing that you're not even aware of. They're throwing a monkey wrench in your plans. This is what happens on the subconscious layer. And because it's subconscious, we're not cognitively aware of it. We're not understanding how it affects our posture and our breathing. We're not understanding how it affects the way that we see ourselves and the way that we think. This is the bully brain. This is the monkey mind. This is that self-imposed imprisonment of the mind. You have been put yourself in this prison because your subconscious is steadily running these things on a loop, re-traumatizing you. Aha, I got you, Pinky. I got you. I got you. Let's see here. General. All right. Whew. So spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides. What is the message that you have for Pink Lotus? For their greatest and highest good, spiritual development. What do they need to know? Past, present, future. Outcome and advice, please. Past, present, future. Outcome, advice. Message. All right. Off the giddy up, bottom of the deck energy, we've got the devil card. So this is letting me know that you are surrounded by some narcissistic people. You are surrounded by some people that do not have your best interest at heart, but they smile in your face and they wish on your downfall behind your back. Okay. When you get to this place of understanding that you have agreed to these things, right? You have put yourself in a place where they have this sort of control over you. So in the past, I'm showing that you had this Four of Wands. You had everything that you needed, right? Things were looking good. Things were looking up. This Four of Wands is telling me that you were in a stable place in life. Things were going well for you. You didn't have many worries. Um, and you were protected, right? Somewhere along the line, because at the end of this, we got this. Somewhere along the line, in your present energy, you got this Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is telling me that time has been ticking. I mean, sorry, Nine of Pentacles. No, it's a six. I'm sorry, it's a six. This is telling me that um, in the present energy, somewhere between your past and your present, you have allowed people to take from you more than their share. And I kind of feel like you feel like by letting these people have whatever they're asking for, you are being helpful. You're not. You're being an enabler and you're hindering yourself. You have so much going for you. You have so many things that are coming in for you. Time, this is your time, not your time to support others. It is time for other people to support you. You have been the backbone for everyone for a very, very long time. And these people are narcissists. They are toxic. And this is a toxic connection that you have with them. Your future is coming up roses. Like you are coming into this inspirational time period where things are going to be moving in a, how can I say, a creative, but it's creative, but it's kind of scary because you haven't been in this space before and you're not used to things happening the way you want them to when you want them to. This is going to be happening. So get used to it. Stop. Don't be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Don't say that. Whatever you do, when these things start to happen, the way that you want them to, when you want them to, don't say, oh my God, I can't believe this isn't happening. Don't say that. Just be like, yo, this is dope. Or thank you. Okay. Don't count yourself out. Hey, Lily. Don't be in that energy where you're saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. No, you can believe it because you planted the seeds for this. You put in the work for this. Okay. The outcome is you detaching yourself from these people. You detaching yourself from these people because you're going to start seeing them in the light that they are. They're trying to cut you off at the head. It's almost like they're trying to make it so that you can't see what they're doing. so that you can keep facilitating their needs, their wants, their desires, their narcissistic, toxic ass requests. They're like doubling down on this connection that they have with you. That is the outcome. That is the outcome. The advice, the advice is to stand your ground, to put them in the hot seat, to make them, to turn the tables on them, to no longer be the handler of their shit. It's almost like you're saying, you know what, I've been doing this long enough, and you're giving it back to them. You're setting their problems back in their lap, and you're not letting it become yours. Because it's almost like, I almost kind of feel like they emotionally blackmail you. They make you feel guilty for saying no, or for choosing you, or for just being in your own element. I don't like that. I don't like that energy at all. And the 10 of Cups is coming in to assist you. So you are going to have some love. You are going to have some happiness. You are going to have your ultimate wish fulfillment. So like I said, when it starts happening, believe it. You put in work for this. You deserve this. And these people that you are cutting out, because you're going to stand your ground. You're going to turn over a new leaf. You're no longer going to be the doormat, the do girl, the one that you're no longer going to be as available as you once were. And that's okay. Because once you start being less available, you're going to start to see who really needed your help and is willing to, like say they borrowed some money, they're going to start giving you, you're going to start getting your money back, right? You're going to see the people that really were really genuine and those people that are using you. Okay? Spirit is like, no more of this. There's no more of this for you. Is this making sense? What's the lesson here? What's the lesson here? Whoa. Wisdom, understanding, focus, and balance. They want you to start focusing on yourself. They want you to start focusing on yourself. They want you to understand that you have been focusing on the wrong things, and that's why things have been kind of like, I'm seeing like a teeter-totter. Okay, up and down, up and down. Because you've been allowing other people to take advantage of you emotionally and spiritually. Your boundaries have been lax. I'm just going to be honest with you. Your boundaries have been lax. Your boundaries on your time, your boundaries on your money, your boundaries on your emotions, the boundaries on what people think that you have time for. People have been pocket watching you. They've been like, oh, well, they've been doing this. They got money to do that. Then I can get this. People have been watching how you've been glowing up, the things that you have been implementing to create change in your life. People have been watching that. They want to imitate that, but they don't know how to. So now they're going to hate on you. Okay? But you have your wish fulfillment is coming at the end of this. You're going to be once again in this space where you got everything under control. Everything under your roof is under control. You're once again going to be in this space where you're no longer pulled each this way and that way. That is coming sooner than later because they said it's enough of this. Bottom of the deck energy, the devil card, you are surrounded by a bunch of narcissistic parasites. It's like parasitic energy. And right up under that, you got the Six of Swords. You are moving from that energy into this 10 of Cups energy. Told you I don't need these cards for real. All right, did that make sense? I'm going to pull you an oracle, and then I'm going to close out your reading. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna pull your oracle and we're gonna close it out, okay? What is the final message? Lotus. What is the final message? Nervous about chance. They're saying do not be nervous about what's coming. They said that you have been prepared for this. You have been prepared for this. Don't be afraid of success. Point blank, period. That's it. Don't be afraid of success. All these people have been talking you out of things all this time because they do not want to see you be successful. Do not be afraid of success. You have been prepared for this. Okay? Like I said, purposeful action. You've taken the steps to make these actions permanent and real. Also, new career opportunities. What I tell you. Told you I don't need these cards for real. They just coming through, giving me confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. Care for yourself. This is a test of courage. This is a test of courage. I'm just going to tell you what they just told me. They said, give them your ass to kiss. All of it. Give them your ass to kiss. They feel like they got control. You show them who really has control over you. They think that they can run you. They think that they can tell you, oh, this and oh, that. And because that they have dimmed your light and caused you to second guess, they think that they got something over you. They don't. This is your glow up time. This is your time. Put them fools in their place. They don't have no dominion over you. Love yourself. Be the magical being that you are. Nobody can stop you. They can't stop you, and stop agreeing to the shit that they're telling you. What they're telling you is lies. They're telling you things so that you don't realize their full potential, so that you can't totally rise to the occasion. I don't like, I don't like them fools. I don't like them. The truth is going to be revealed, though. You're going to see who exactly these people are. And I kind of think you know already. I kind of think you know already. Grand Rising, y'all. Grand Rising. Be sure to get your daily heart needs. Be sure to tap the screen. All right. So we're going to get into layer 3 and layer 4 of Soulchology, the subconscious and the ancestral layers. So in the subconscious layer, we work with internalized contracts, automatic behavioral loops, symbolic material, trans access. You're so very welcome, my love. Thank you. Trans access memory, hidden belief, self-sabotaging structures, and the identity commands that operate outside of conscious awareness. This layer governs approximately 90 to 95% of our daily behaviors. And then on the ancestral layers, we're looking at inherited emotional patterning, bloodline survival scripts, intergenerational emotional residue, unconscious loyalty to lineage, the epigenetic transmission responses to historical responses. Modern epigenetics has determined and demonstrated that severe parental trauma produces measurable, inheritable, and changes in stress response physiologically. Hey, girl, hey. So this is showing that in epigenetic scientific studies, they are showing that trauma travels through the bloodline from your parents, from your grandparents to your parents, from your parents to you, from you to your offspring, so on and so forth. So some of the things that you're carrying is not all yours. Some of it has been hereditarily produced in your blood into your life. Okay. The ancestral layer is not a metaphor. It is the biology and field memory simultaneously. I love epigenetics. So let me give you a simple how-to of these two layers and how I work with them with you to heal and to transform. Okay? Someone who consistently under earns, right? They consistently make less than their counterparts in the same industry with the same credentials and same experience, despite genuine skill and effort, right? At the subconscious layer, there is likely a contract that says charging appropriately is dangerous, or that financial success means something bad happens, or that wanting more than you need is being greedy. At this ancestral layer, that contract did not originate with you, the person, right? It came through the bloodline. A grandmother who survived by wanting nothing. A grandfather who lost everything by reaching too high. The survival instruction arrived epigenetically, keeping your financial footprint small. It is not safe to accumulate. If I make too much, I'm being greedy. People that make rich people are not spiritually sound. Okay, things of this nature. The instruction is running in your nervous system right now. It has nothing to do with the actual safety, but the body doesn't know that. The body is following instructions from people who are no longer alive, but they are still having a grave impact on you right now. This is why knowing about money mindset and doing abundance affirmations does not move the number. It does not create abundance. It does not create sustainable wealth, right? But because the pattern is at the ancestral layer and you cannot reach the ancestral layer with the psychological intervention, it takes some spiritual work on the ancestral layer. And we decode that. We dismantle these. We identify what is actually yours and what was brought in through the epigenetics in your bloodline. Okay? The fifth and sixth layers, the soul pattern and the energetic layers. So on the soul pattern layer, we look at things like karmic reoccurrence. These are the things that karma has you keep repeating. So you may continually have a relationship where you have a cheating spouse. You may continually have a job where you are overworked and underpaid and unappreciated, right? Okay. These are karmic reoccurrences. These keep happening because you are not on the right path somewhere. And karma is coming in either to put you on the right course or facilitate more of what you're doing so that you stay on the course that you are on. Okay. Soul memory. We look at soul memory and on the soul pattern layer. We look at trans life distortion. We look at contract residue. We look at timeline entanglement and your spiritual gifts in their undeveloped form. There's a lot of things that are laying dormant because we have not been able to hold that energy yet. So we have gifts, we have spiritual gifts that are laying dormant in our soul pattern layer, because it's part of our soul pattern. We came into this life with it. We came into this life with it from past lives. Okay. This layer contains the deeper architecture of meaning that organizes the themes of a person's life across time. The soul pattern layer looks at the whole architecture of the being. This means all of your past lives up into this past life, or if not, even if it's not all of them, because some of us are ancient and we have lived trillions of past lives. Even if not all of the past lives, the ones that are making an impact on this life, the ones that you are supposed to be taking information, knowledge, and wisdom from to help you navigate through this existence. Okay. And then on the energetic layer, we are looking at things like the auratic field structure, the frequency calibration and vibrational signature, the subtle body autonomy, feeling the field emission and reception, the energetic boundaries. We're also looking at the electromagnetic dimensions of attraction and repulsion. What are you doing? What is really being broadcasted that has you attracting or repelling the things that you are trying to manifest, the things that you are trying to create, the things that you are trying to heal? Okay. What do you broadcast before you speak? What you attract through the frequency of your field, regardless of what you consciously have intended. Okay. What you consciously intend and what you're vibrating at are two different things, because they are operating on two different layers. Okay. The soul pattern layer is one of the most romanticized or ignored layers. Okay. On a romanticized view, it looks like this. There's vague language about karma and past lives without the structured methodologies for actual resolving that of what's there, right? Soulchology actually gives you structured methodologies to eradicate this, not to just cope or manage, but to completely eradicate it and complete whatever pattern is there. On the ignored level, it looks like pretending the soul doesn't have a longer history than this existence, than this blip in time right now, than this single timeline, and that everything that matters can be addressed within the personal psychological story. Not so. Soulchology begs to differ and does neither. The soul pattern layer in Soulchology has its own access methods, its own safety protocols, and its own integration process. Past life and soul integration and Akasha transmission work are the primary technologies and theologies, practices for this layer that I use. Okay. As a certified hypnotherapist, I use my skills as a hypnotherapist to do the past life soul regressions and the Akashic transmission work that is needed in the soul pattern layer. Okay. But they require all prior layers to be stable before they can be integrated without destabilization. So if you go into this and you get to layer 6, this soul pattern layer, and we get to doing past life regressions and Akashic transmission work, and the other 5 layers previously have not been cleared, have not been identified, cleared, recalibrated, and stabilized, you cannot move forward with the soul pattern layer, because it will not hold. The field will destabilize and you will fall back to the old patterns. Okay. The energetic layer is the last to be addressed and the first to be noticed by others. Someone who has done significant work across the first 5 layers and has not yet addressed the energetic layer will still attract patterns they have initially cleared, that they thought you thought you have cleared intentionally. If it's not stabilized, if it's not completely eradicated, if it's not completely removed, if the quantum shift has not happened on that layer, the sixth layer, which is the energetic layer, will not hold. The broadcast will be faulty. Okay? Someone who has done the significant work across the first 5 layers and has not yet addressed it on the energetic layer will still attract the patterns they have internally cleared, because their field has not been recalibrated. On the energetic field, this is where we recalibrate everything that has been shifted in the previous layers, so that your frequency, the broadcast, matches the being, so that everything works across all layers. Okay? The field was built to broadcast the old frequency. It does not automatically update when your inner work is done. It requires specific, deliberate, energetic work. And I go through those with you. Okay. Now, as we move forward, we're going to talk about how to identify your primary layer. What is the primary layer? And what does it mean for you? Okay. So, here is a simple diagnostic test we can do. Think of the pattern you most want to resolve, the one that has been with you the longest. Ask yourself, can I explain this pattern clearly? The psychological layer is accessible. Does my body have a physical signature for it? The somatic layer is active. Does it seem to operate automatically no matter how I decide? This is the subconscious layer. Does the emotion around it feel larger than my personal history? If it feels like it's not part of you, but it's still there with you, this is your ancestral layer. Does this pattern reoccur with such precision it feels scripted? If it feels too familiar, this is your soul pattern layer. Okay? And do I attract the same situations even when my inner state has changed? This would be your energetic layer. Most persistent patterns will show up in multiple layers. Okay? Take your time. Your task is not to address all 6 at once. Your task is to begin at the correct entry point. Everybody's entry point is not the same. Okay? Everybody is on different paths of their journey. It is not right. There is no right or wrong place. Okay? The task is to begin in the correct entry point and move through the layer in the correct sequence. The entry point, the sequence of the initiation matters. It's not arbitrary. This is the architecture of the Black Moon Chamber Matrix. 36 chambers, 3 portals. A complete sequence designed to reach every layer a pattern can inhabit, giving you a healing structure that heals you across all 6 layers, not just isolating it in one, making the field unstable. This is what Soulchology does. Soulchology identifies, clears, eradicates, and stabilizes the field. Okay? So, My next little talk we're going to have is going to be about the 6 gates of the spine. That video is going to directly talk to the body, the 6 gates of the spine, the somatic map of the second layer. Because for most people, that is the layer that is most consistently skipped. When we get to that layer, there are breath work. There is things that you will have to do physically. Okay. And it is often the layer that unlocks everything else. Once you get it out of your body, this is the hardest place to remove it from because of the muscle memory, because we re-anchor it time and time again by re-traumatizing ourselves with these intrusive thoughts that we go down the rabbit hole about. And then we end up, next thing you know, we have relived the situation. I'm going to show you how to stop doing that. I'm going to show you how to get these things to clear permanently. Soulchology is not just about spiritual work. It's also about your personal development as well as your spiritual growth. It's about your healing. It's about your transformation across the whole arc of your being, not just the physical being, not just this avatar, not just this meat suit, but your spiritual body as well. There is spiritual health and mental health. Soulchology is a combination of both. If you have any questions, feel free to inbox me. If you would like to know more about the Black Moon Chamber Matrix, I do have an initiation codex. If you go to the link in my bio, there is an initiation codex in there that gives you the first 2 chambers of all 3 chambers, full chambers. You get the first 2 chambers of each portal to get, plus you get appendixes. Okay, this gives you a full arc of what the chamber matrix is, how the chambers progress, what you will be learning, how it can help you. As I stated yesterday on my video, everything in my stand store is now at a discounted price. The discounted prices are up there, so they're anywhere from $10 to $100 off, depending on the price of the original product. You guys, go ahead, go there, go check it out. There's plenty of things in the store. If you are interested in learning digital marketing, I am part of the SOB community, Standing on Business. There is a Standing on Business freebie in my store, so you can go there. And there's also the Standing on Business community where you get step-by-step instructions on digital marketing, what it is, how you can use it, and how you can start making that cash from your phone, right? Without leaving the comfort of your home. So I'll be doing content on that as well. This kind of is a synopsis. So the videos that I've been doing on Soulchology, that I've been doing in between time with you guys, I will be doing strictly those videos by themselves, kind of to put them in modules. I'm working on a web course, an online course, so you can go through Soulchology on your own. But I suggest you go through it with me, because it's a different feel for me, with me being there to hold the container, with me being there to guide you, with me being there to tap into what your soul actually needs, because I do use my gifts. This is not just some clinical, it is a clinical spiritual transformation discipline about quantum healing. Quantum healing is permanent healing. I'm not teaching you to navigate. I'm not teaching you to cope. I'm not teaching you to manage. I am teaching you to permanently eradicate. And yes, even though you do a quantum shift, you do have to do maintenance. You have to do spiritual maintenance. You have to do material and physical maintenance. This is not just for a one-time hitter quitter. Okay, which is why I set you guys up for success. If you go to the link in my bio, there are codexes and guides there. There are sessions there. There are readings that you can get. There are Soulchology sessions that you can actually get where we do the talk therapy, and it's talk therapy and spiritual therapy, because the spirit be like, yo, we need to do this, then we're going to do something on the spiritual tip. Okay, you do get a when you have the hypnotherapy sessions with me, you do get a recording of your session. You also get a workbook with your session. Okay, I try to make it as easy for you guys as possible, because I know sometimes because let me tell you something, after I do readings and stuff, I'm not going to remember what we talked about. I'm not going to remember, because during that channeling, that's for you in that moment. Okay, so I do record the hypnotherapy sessions, and I do send them to you. That is included in the price of the session, as well as the workbook. Okay, the workbook should be delivered to you once you pay for the session. If you pay for a session and you do not get your workbook that goes with the session, please inbox me or email me and let me know, so that I can get that to you before your session. Okay, this is something that you can go through and take notes or whatever after the session, anything like that. There are different trance levels to the sessions, from light to deep. So for everyone that is interested in the hypnotherapy sessions, please be advised that you have to get a free soul consultation conversation first. And that's for any hypnotherapy session. Okay, all hypnotherapy sessions require it is free, I repeat, free consultation, because some people, it's not for everyone. Okay, and in that consultation, I will advise you as to which hypnotherapy session you need. Sometimes you may not need no hypnotherapy session. Sometimes you may need a Soulchology session. Sometimes you may just need a reading, because you need clarity and closure. But sometimes more than likely, you will need a Soulchology session. Everybody is and don't get me wrong, I know my hypnotherapy sessions are one of the higher ticket products in my store, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to refer you for a hypnotherapy session and that's not what you need. Okay? Yes, it's more money. Yes, it's a bigger ticket on it. Yes, I understand that. But at the same time, I'm not gonna do that. If you don't need it, I'm not gonna have you pay for it. I'm gonna tell you this is what you need. Okay? The free consultation is for that purpose only, because I don't want you paying for something that you don't need. Okay? Some people be like, oh, that's counterintuitive. That's not how you're going to make the money. Da, 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 da. It is how I'm going to make the money, because I'm being honest with you and I'm being truthful with you. It's not about the bag. It's about you getting the healing and the services that you need, and that I provide you with the assistance in the services that you need, not based on the price tag, but based on what you need. Okay? Which is also why I give you options like Hypsee. Hypsee is the platform that you can join my Hypsee community, and you're able to get recorded readings, email readings, text message readings. I can deliver them in those formats, but you can pay through Hypsee. Those are the cheapest ways to get readings, guys. I keep trying to tell y'all, the cheapest way to get a reading, go to Hypsee. Go to Hypsee. If you guys want one-on-one sessions and you don't want it live and you don't want a recording, then go to my stand store and get the readings there. There's psychic readings, there's Akashic readings, okay? There are hypnotherapy sessions and there are Soulchology sessions. As I stated, everything on my store has been discounted for the month until June the 26th, because I'm trying to get these closing costs, y'all. I'm trying to get these closing costs. So please go to my stand store, support your girl. The Soulchology listings I took them down. I'm revamping them because I want you guys to really know the Akashic records. So for me, my Akashic readings are either I go down your soul's blood, your soul's architecture. So like all of your past lives up until this life, or the past lives that are having an impact on this life, or I go down your bloodline. It depends on which one you want. And you can let me know which kind you want. You want me to go down your Akashic records, or you want me to go down your whole bloodline. Okay. So that's how those work. I was gonna do like a video where I talk about like the different services and things like that and explaining and stuff like that. So I'll probably do that too. I'm just working on different content to get you guys to see what I do and explain it a little bit better. So I'm doing these Soulchology excerpts with you guys on these lives, but then I'm also going to do individual videos, so it's not in the middle of all of this. So I like telling what me from 200 years ago was doing. Yes. If that lifetime is having an impact on this life, then yes. So you're welcome. Check out my stuff, y'all. I got things for y'all in different price ranges. So y'all can't be like, oh, I can't afford it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I am here to help. I am here to help. That is my job. I am a catalyst for your change, for your quantum healing, and to heal across the whole arc of your being, not just mentally, not just subconsciously, not just in the body, not just your nervous system, but the whole arc of the being. I am a advocate of traditional therapy, yes, but it is lacking. And this is where Soulchology picks up the pieces. It picks up where regular hypnotherapy leaves off. It picks up where regular psychology and psychology leave off. It picks up where the nervous system doesn't even get touched. Most people don't even talk about it, or they isolate it as something that isn't part of the whole arc of the person. They're like, oh, deal with the nervous system. Dealing with the nervous system breaks open the door for everything else to be stabilized. Yes, I will agree with that. It is a very important layer to dismantle and recalibrate and have stabilized. It is, but it is not it. There are 6 layers. There are 6 layers that we must address in order for healing to be permanent. Okay. So I'm going to probably doing those videos today. I got class today. I got forgiveness class today at 9:30. So after my forgiveness class, I'll probably be doing these. And I'll probably be doing my little PSAs about what I got going on and things like that. So you guys stay tuned for all of those. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, join my YT, join my TikTok, join my Hypsee. These are the best ways to get in contact with me. I'm going to put a donation jar on. If you guys are interested in just donating, you don't necessarily want a product or a service, there is a tip jar QR code in my stories and on my page. So just go look at the pinned content, a pinned post, and you'll see a tip jar QR code, and you can tip whatever you like. And you can also use that for the 222 readings, okay? For the $2.22 readings. Let me see. Is there anything else? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see if these guys are still working. No, they're not. All right. So that's done. Let me close this out. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. And save. All right. So, does anybody have any questions about Soulchology? Does anybody have any reading that they would like to get? $5.55 for the minis. Again, $20 for full readings. $2.22 for yes or no. Cash App is Black Moon 369. PayPal, there is a QR code in my stories and in my profile. If you go there and look at the pinned post there. All right. So I've been doing my rituals for my ARC class. Before I started ARC, I was really trying to like become more self-actualized, more self-realized, more out of this fog of indoctrination and programming and all of these things. And I was really on that. And I've been doing this self-awareness ritual. And what I've noticed while I've been doing this self-awareness ritual is that when things seem too good to be true to me, I try and talk myself out of it so that I'm not disappointed when it doesn't happen. This is telling me that I'm living in expectation, right? And the expectation that I'm having is that it's not going to work out. It's too big for me to have. It's for other people. I'm not worthy of this. These are lies. So I'm dismantling that. Because bump that shit, y'all. I deserve good things just like you deserve good things. And nothing is too big. The universe is vast. So how can your dreams, aspirations, and goals be too big for the universe and for spirit to handle? It's not a thing. It's not a thing. It is not. Okay. I love it. And the fact that our mudra today, oh my gosh, I put it back. Hold on. It was enthusiasm, a new start. So today is the start, is the beginning of the rest of your life. Think of it like that. Today is a new beginning, the new beginning of the rest of your life. You are no longer, there we go, enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Start anew. And the fact that it's the master number 11, yo, this is all about the duality. This is all about the change. This is literally embodying this shift that I've been talking about all year. And I'm going to continue to talk about it because this is a reset year. And we have to well, y'all don't got to do nothing but stay whatever ethnicity you are and die. But when you get to this point where you know that change is inevitable, you want to be a co-creator of that change. You don't want change just to happen. You want to have a say so in what that looks like and what that experience is like. Okay? Be enthusiastic about this new start. Be enthusiastic about the fact that you no longer have to deal with the bullshit that you once dealt with because you are no longer that person. You are no longer that person energetically. You have cleared it across all layers, right? Because if you're coming over here, we're talking about it on all layers. We're not just talking about, oh, I know it. I can talk about it. I can identify it. Okay. And now what? You know? Now what? So I teach you and I show you what that looks like on each layer, what that looks like on when you have cleared it out, what it looks like when it's on your back and it's riding you like a freaking donkey, like word. I'm going to show you what it feels like. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you are psyching yourself out and you're talking yourself out of it and you're making yourself believe that these false narratives are real so that you can stop the madness. So that you can stop the madness. As a soulchologist, I did take psychology in college. It was my minor. So I graduated summa cum laude. My major was a paralegal studies, which now that I think about it, I should have had psychology as my major and not my minor, because I don't use anything that has to do with paralegal studies. I'm so disgusted with the legal system. But that's not here nor there. I digress. But yes, I did study psychology. I do have a degree as a minor in psychology. So I took what I learned in psychology, what I've learned in my 25 years that I've been a soulchologist, which I really didn't even know that's what it was until these past 5 years when I've actually been putting it together into a framework. I didn't know what it was. I just felt like, I was like, this is parapsychology. It's not. I tell you how that is different. I'll show you how it's different from parapsychology, normal psychology. And yeah, this is where I've been at for these past 5 years, diligently the past 2 years. It came to me 5 years ago as the chamber matrix. I didn't know exactly what the chamber matrix was. I wasn't understanding anything. And then it came to me piece by piece, 36 chambers, 3 portals. Then the soulchology thing came to me. So I've been doing soulchology this whole time and didn't even realize it. So I'm putting it into a framework to where I can teach other people my system and they can become certified soulchologists as well. That is down the line. This is the conceptual phase of it, if you will. So I have one spot left for someone to go through this program with me for free. It's the soulchology and the chamber matrix, because the chamber matrix is the vehicle that I use to facilitate the soulchology. Okay. So you'll go through the 36 chambers, the 3 portals. It's designed to be a year, 12 months. Okay. For these 3 people that are going to be selected to do it free, you get everything free. You get the chamber matrix free. You get the workbooks free. You get everything free, because in exchange for you doing this with me for free, I need your feedback. I need your testimonials. I need you guys to, tell me what works. Tell me what doesn't work. Post online about it. Give me your testimonials. That is your payment. That is your exchange investment for this. Okay. Now, when I do put it on sale, when it does go on sale for the whole year program, the Chamber Matrix program as a whole, okay, when I do put it on sale, it will be on sale for, I think, $3,000. And that's for the year. Now, that is going to be the initial starting price. So the first time the launch goes out for the Chamber Matrix, it will be $3,000 for the year. The second time I launch it, it will be $12,000. It will be $1,000 per month. So y'all want to get in when I'm first getting it out? That's $3,000 for the year. And I got 2 people. I've got Pure Diamond and I've got Lily. I need one more person. To do this freebie with me. And I'm working on getting that together now so that we can all go through it together. We will meet once a week to talk about whatever we're talking about for that week to see where your healing is. Since it is going to be just 3 people, I'm probably going to do it in a group. So we'll meet as a group once a week and discuss things, and we get feedback and things like that. So I've got 2 people. I got 1 more free slot to do the Soulchology Chamber Matrix framework with me. Yeah. So I'm going to be working on that. Once I get my 3rd person, I will let everybody who is participating in this free endeavor with me, I will notify you by email. I will send you your first workbook. I will give you a synopsis of what we're going to do, all of that good stuff. All right. Now, if you are just interested in individual Soulchology sessions, this is the clinical spiritual sessions. I do have one-on-one sessions. I'm going to be putting those listings back up on my Stand store. Okay. They're anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. And you can pick which type of session you want, 60 or 90 minutes. At the original point I had where I had 120 minutes, a 2-hour session, but I think that's a bit much. So when I relaunch when I repost the Soulchology listings in my Stand store, there will only be the 60 and the 90-minute options. Okay. It is by the hour. So the hour session is going to be, I haven't decided on the price yet. Probably going to be like $150. Okay. For the 1-hour session, and then $250 for the 2-hour session. Maybe. We're thinking about it. All right. We're working on the pricing right now. I'm waiting on my people. So thank you, Lily. Thank you, Pure Diamond, for being my market testers. I really appreciate it. So I just need 1 more person that's willing to do this with me for the free ski. So we can get this together, yo. We can get everybody where they need to be. Not the crash test dummies. Nah. I'm not gonna say crash test dummies. Y'all are my market testers. You know how they be like, oh, you need to do, market screening or whatever. That's what we're doing. Y'all are my spiritual muses. I thank you guys so much for allowing me to do this with me and everything. I really appreciate it. I really do. Because I had opened up the Chrysalis Circle, which was actually the 6 Gates of the Spine workshop. That was a 6-week workshop. Nobody showed up. Nobody signed up. So I took that down as a group session, as a cohort, and now it's a one-on-one. So if you're interested in clearing and unlocking the 6 gates of your spine, which is the somatic nervous system work that is part of Soulchology, you want to get a head start on that, you can also go to the link in my bio and we could do the one-on-one. And it is 6 weeks, but it's a one-on-one. 6 weeks course to unlock your spine. I like to do it. It's because I want it. This past few months has been crazy. Except my mom. Yeah, I get it. No worries. The one-on-ones, if you want to do it, it's up there. Just let me know. We can pick times that work for you. I'm flexible. That's the good thing about the one-on-ones versus group sessions. One-on-ones is a little bit more flexible as to the times with my time and your time. So it's better to, for me, I found that one-on-ones are better than group sessions. I do group sessions, but I find that one-on-ones are better because of flexibility with time and just where people are on their journey. And some people feel a little weird in a container, like a group session, talking about their most intimate, spiritual, and personal things. So I get that, you know? Yay, she has. That is so dope. Yes. Yes. Woohoo. I am so glad for you. So happy. I know that is a load off. Oh, so glad. Sending all the healing energy. All the healing energy. Awesome. Awesome. So, guys, we are in the midst of kind of rebranding, reshifting things. I know I come up here and I flip cards and things like that, but I tell y'all all the time I don't need these cards for real. The cards are for y'all. For real, for real. Anybody that's had a one-on-one with me knows that I don't really use the cards. I'll pull a card if you want me to, but 9 times out of 10, I'm not using a card. If I use any tools, it might be some playing cards, it might be some dice, it might be some regular stuff. I don't need the cards for real. So I'm trying to rebrand, y'all. I'm trying to get more into the space where I'm on the clinical spiritual path and not just out here flipping cards. Because when people see you flipping cards, they think that's all you do. And that's not what I do. That's a minuscule part of my gift and what I'm here to do. Okay. So I'm going to try and shift gears a little bit with the content and talk more about psychology, talk more about what it is, how you recognize where things are located, things of that nature. Because I kind of want to put that on the forefront, not just the fact, oh, you can flip cards. Yeah, I can flip cards. Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. But what I realize is that most people want you to flip cards because they don't believe that what you're saying is what you're saying. And they feel like the cards have the answers. They don't realize that the cards are responding to the energy that I'm holding. They're just putting it in a visual form. Oh my gosh, I'm out of water. So yeah, that's where we be at. So today, I'm going to be on my recording tip. So I'm going to be making my official videos because I'm going to, okay guys, how many people in here? 7. So I'm gonna let y'all know my little 7th heaven. That's a good number. This is a good number to let y'all know. So this is just between us guys. All right. So I'm going to start a course on Udemy. I'm going to do a course on Udemy where people can pay and they can go at their own pace. I'm so excited about it. So I'm figuring out, like, y'all know I'm moving. So I'm buying this house and stuff. So this is the only room in my house that doesn't look a freaking disaster. So I'm trying, I don't know if I'm gonna, I think I should wait until I get moved in and settled into the new house. But those are the plans for the chamber matrix in your girl, Black Moon. So that's my next big thing besides pushing out Soulchology, what it is, making sure that my trademark went through and everything, getting Soulchology trademarked, getting the chamber matrix trademarked, just doing the business, the back end, the back office things of being an entrepreneur and business owner. When I started this journey of actually being on social media and things like that with my gifts, I was so nervous. I was so scared. I was like, ain't nobody gonna believe me. They're gonna be like, who is this broad? Blah, blah, blah. And I rebranded a few times. When I first started out, it was Gypsy Lotus. And then it turned to Silver Lotus. And then we settled on Black Moon. So we settled on the Black Moon Chamber Matrix because at first it was the name of my business, my LLC, which is Black Moon Goddess Intuition, which is the whole umbrella of everything. The Chamber Matrix is the social media brand, if you will. So I try and have everything uniform. I'm working on some things. If you guys have been to my stand store and you've seen any of the digital products, guides and codexes that I have, if you see something or you don't see something and you would like a guide or a codex on it, let me know. I can make one and put it up there for you guys. I'm just trying to see what you guys need on your journeys, and because everybody's on a different path, you know. Some people are new, some people are old heads, some people are just jumping back on it after being, you know, out here in the material world for a bit, and now they're back to this thing where they have to learn how to balance the material and the spiritual. Wherever you may be, I've been in all of these places. Okay. I've been in all of these places to better help and serve you. Oh, okay. Didn't mean to do that. To better help and serve you. Yeah, so that's where we're at. That's what we do. Yeah, I want to start having some live events. Hosting some live events. I just need to get like a venue, a place, or something like that. The house that I'm buying has a 2-car garage. I'm thinking about closing that off and making that into the meditation sacred space area. Mishark, you can pay for a reading. CashApp is $5.55 for a mini, $2.22 for a yes or no, or a 2-card pull, $20 for a full reading. Sign says no free readings. Cash App, Black Moon 369. If you're paying by PayPal, then there is a QR code in my stories or in my pinned posts. Yeah, that is how you can get your reading, get your questions answered. Okay. I had to stop doing the free readings. People be taking advantage. The list was popping now, and I'm not gonna lie, the list was popping, but people take advantage. I say one free question, and you come back with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions. Might as well just get a read. So I tried, y'all. I tried, but we're not gonna do it. So sorry. So sorry. Oh, also, if you guys are interested in digital marketing, what is digital marketing? That's basically selling a product or service online in the social media space. If you're interested in learning how to do digital marketing, I am part of a digital marketing community called Standing on Business, SOB. I have a freebie in my stand store that will give you the ins and outs of what it's about. If you are, after you're getting the freebie, if you're interested in joining the community, I do have, it is on sale as well in my stand store. Just let me know and I will get you started and I will take you through the steps. And it is a good community. It gives you ready done for templates. It gives you ready done for post ideas, AI prompts, tips and things on how to go viral. Well, not go viral, but you know, get more followers. It tells you how to start your own TikTok shop if you wanted to. It has a lot of already done for you things. And the community is vast. There's like over 18K members. So that if you have a question, somebody will be able to assist you. Okay. And if you have any questions, I will assist you. If I can't help you, then I will go to the person that brought me in and I will get the answers for you. So that is very, it's a very supportive environment for beginners or somebody that's really just trying to tune up their skills. Okay, so if you're interested in digital marketing, let me know. They teach you about affiliate marketing, all of these things. It's a really good community to be a part of. So yeah, and you can also resell the community as well once you get in it and learn the steps and things like that. So there's an opportunity for you to make money off of this, again, from the privacy and comfort of your own home, from your device, laptop, phone, tablet, whatever. If you're like me, I'm a soulchologist, so I'm a spiritualist. I do clinical spiritual therapy. Okay. And that is what I do. So we're going to get back into the thing. What is happening here? Oh. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. What do you mean? You tripping? Where you at? That's weird. Very, very weird. Something is happening here. What is going on? I thought I had it here. Maybe not. Well, I thought I had it here, but I don't see it. Open, stupid. My computer just really be giving me problems. I need a new laptop. That's the problem, for real. I need. Come on. So, close that. Minimize that. So, does anybody have any questions about Soulchology? What I do? If you have any questions that need to be answered. Why is this opening more than once? All righty. I was about to tap in and see if Spirit has any more messages. The ancestors have any more messages. Let me clear my energy first. Any more messages for the collective? Okay, this fan is doing the most right now. Any more messages for the collective? I'm really kind of getting this feeling like, you know, everything is happening just how it's supposed to happen. There is no need to feel like you are not in the right place at the right time. It's telling you that even when things seem to not be going in your favor, they are working in your favor, because whatever is being removed needs to be removed. Stop holding on attachments to things that are trying to leave. Let them leave. and be happy that they're gone, because those are part of your old programming. And we over here, remember what we're doing. We're doing quantum healing. We are healing across all layers. We're not trying to have it anchored in any of the layers. Okay? When we do that, we eradicate it. We don't just cope. We don't just manage. We complete whatever that pattern is, and we move forward. Okay? So, reiteration, Soulchology, what is it? Soulchology is a proprietary clinical spiritual transformation discipline designed to identify, interpret, and restructure root level human patterning across the psyche, the subconscious, the soma, the ancestry, and soul pattern, as well as the energetic field through a sequence, initiation, and integration framework that I developed. Again, this has been 10, 15 years, 20, 25 years I've been doing this clinical spiritual work. Didn't know what it was called, just knew that it wasn't regular therapy and it wasn't regular spiritual work. About 10 years ago, 10 years ago, the chamber matrix was put on my mind. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it consists of. So for the past 2 to 5 years, I've been diligently dissecting and doing the downloads and downloading the messages that have been coming to me about Soulchology and the chamber matrix. And I've been decoding it and putting it into a cohesive framework. So moving along with that, I have come up with the thesis. I'm coming up with the portals. The portals are done. I've got the outline for the 36 chambers and things of that nature. So the core thesis of Soulchology is most healing systems address 1 or 2 layers of transformation. Soulchology addresses the full pattern architecture across the psyche, the subconscious, the soma, the ancestry, the soul pattern, and the energetic field. So transformation becomes doable when psychological, somatic, subconscious, ancestral, soul pattern, and energetic distortions are identified and addressed in the correct sequence, using the correct methods inside a sovereign container, which is what the Black Moon Chamber Matrix is. Okay. So again, I got one more I got one more space open for anyone that wants to go through the Soulchology and Black Moon Chamber Matrix with me for free. I got 3 spots. I've got 2 people already. I've got Pure Diamond and I've got Lily. Those are 2 people. I got one more spot open. So if you're interested in doing this, going through this free with me, then inbox me or something. Let me know. I got one more spot for free for someone to go through this with me for free. Now, the way it is designed, it's designed to be a year program. Okay. You guys is because you're getting it for free. What I'm asking from you in return is your feedback, your testimonials. Let me know what works for you. Let me know what didn't work for you. Let me know if there was something that I didn't touch on that you feel should be included. Things like that. I will be also during this container, I will be explaining how to use the products, the Mystic Glamour products. They are ritual tools. They're not just beauty products. They are ritual tools. So there is a whole chamber dedicated to the Mystic Glamour products and how to use them, how to enchant them, how to have them work for you on the daily basis. Because while you're putting your butter on, you're putting on your armor too. You dig? So we're going to be learning all of that. Again, I'll be going through the 6 layers. We'll be talking about the distortion in each field. There are 7 distortion fields. I'll be doing content on these, but these are things we will be going in depth in the container. And I don't like calling it a container. I rather call it an ecosystem, because this is the way that it's designed. This is supposed to be a way for you to change your life. The things, the methodologies, the practices, the theologies that you are learning are designed to help you change your life. This is a lifestyle change. This is not just something that you just add on top of things. No, this is to replace the old patterning. This is a lifestyle change. It's not just therapy. Okay, I don't do therapy. I do initiation. Okay, and it's very close to my heart, because let me tell you something. I've gone through it myself. This is how I've come to this. I've gone through it myself. I've put other people through it, and I've realized that it takes healing across all of these levels. Just because you can understand it, just because you know what your false narrative is, just because you can quantify it intellectually, doesn't mean that you've released it out of your nervous system. It doesn't mean that it's not running on repeat on your subconscious. It doesn't mean that part of that isn't even yours and it's been inherited through your bloodline. So all of these things matter. So we go into a deep dive into these things. So I got one more spot open. I need one more person to do this free with me. Yeah, one person to do this free with me. One more person, so that I have a total of 3. So I thank you, Pure Diamond. I thank you, Lily. If you're interested in filling up my last spot, inbox me and just put free ecosystem participant or something like that, or put Black Moon Chamber Matrix, or put Soulchology. Just inbox me and I'll know what you're talking about. So that is what we're going to do there. Today is going to be my recording day. I've got my forgiveness class, and after that, then I'll be doing my recordings. Well, actually, I get off at 6:30. So I'll probably be doing my recordings from the time I get off of here with you guys until it's time for class, and then the rest of them, because I have like a series to do, and I want to just launch them outside of this live space, because I can't repost it on TikTok, and I don't want it to be lost in the sauce on my YT. So I want it to be dedicated content for Soulchology in the Black Moon Chamber Matrix. And again, you guys, my PSAs: tapping is clapping, sharing is caring. Get your daily heart needs. Go to my link in my bio. Check out my stand store. Everything has been discounted in the store. Everything has been discounted in the store. Your girl is trying to get these closing costs for this house. Help your girl out. Put me to work. Okay. What else? The Mystic Glamour products, the butters, the scrubs, the hair oils. Lily, I'm sending your hair oil out this week, your hair serum out this week. The day that my girl is off, so I can go to the post office. I will be sending that out this week for you. If you are interested in any of the products, you want a list of what they are, inbox me. I've got triple butter scrub. I have a triple butter shea butter, whipped shea butter, that is infused with natural oils that penetrate all the layers of the skin. So the more that you use it, the better it works. Okay. Um, it's also, the butter is also good for insect bites. So if you get a mosquito bite or something like that, specifically mosquito bites, it's tried and true, tested. If you get a mosquito bite, you know it's all itchy and irritated. Get you some of this butter, okay? Put it on it. I don't care what kind of butter you get, whether it's scented, unscented, colored, not colored, it don't matter. All of the butters do the same thing. When you put that on that mosquito bite, the itching will stop and the bump will be gone within 24 hours. I know. I've done it. I've tried it. It works. Okay? It works. And y'all already know it's summertime and them little bloodsuckers is gonna be out here tearing y'all up. Tearing that ass up. Get you some of this butter. Get you some of this butter. Preemptive. Get you some of this butter. They come scented. They come with colors. They come glitter butter if you want glitter. It's a sparkle butter. If you can, I make sparkle butter. I make colors. I make different scents. If I've had most of the people that have gotten the butters and the scrubs for me that are scented and colored, they ask me to do an intuitive rundown. So spirit will be like, they need this scent, they need this type or whatever. So if that's what you like, let me know. I will do an intuitive run for you. And 9 times out of 10, I will have to make you something because spirit will be like, oh, they need this. And I'll look in the store and I won't have it. So at 9 times out of 10, it will be a new creation if you want me to do something intuitive for you. The intuitive picks have worked out really well. Everybody's been really pleased with the intuitive ones that they have gotten. I do have a wealth and abundance oil that I make. It has been charged in the Lionsgate portal as well as the 1111 and 99 portals. These are all abundance and transformation portals. So they have been charged in those, in that energy. I also make a dream mist spray. Lily has gotten the dream mist spray for me. It smells so good and it works. You will have the best sleep. Boy, you're going to be comatose. Okay. You're going to love it. The scrubs, I have different scrubs. I have salt scrubs. I have regular salt scrubs. I have pink Himalayan sea salt scrubs. I have organic sugarcane scrubs. I also have a mixture where it is a mix of salt, sugar, and crystal sand. The crystal sand that I use, it is peridot, turquoise, and malachite. These are all for spiritual clarity, abundance, and transformation. Okay, so I have those scrubs as well. I have a lip scrub that is infused with the crystal sands as well. I've got soaps. I've got a soap I have a black soap that is infused with the wealth oil. So it's a money bar. I have a black pepper, a turmeric and neem black pepper exfoliation beauty bar. I have an African alien goddess line. So there's a soap, there's the scrub, there's the butter, and there's a roll-on for the African alien goddess line. If you want a line of a specific scent, let me know. Everything is made to order. So if you want it, I can make it. What else do I have? Oh, I've got a face serum that you can, I have a face serum that is infused with essential oils. What is it? Sweet almond oil infused with all natural ingredients. I have a face toner. It's infused with clove and rosemary. And it is also infused with the face serum that I make. So the face toner also has the face serum in it. I also make a lock mist for all my lock guys and girlies. Lily has bought that too. She's working on her 3rd bottle. Okay. It moisturizes your hair. It locks in the moisture and it also helps it grow. The lock mist is infused with clove, rosemary, turmeric, neem, and the hair serum. So the lock mist is also infused with the hair serum. Yeah. I also make a smudge spray. So if you want a smudge spray, I make smudge sprays. This is the large smudge spray. And yes, it does come with the crystals. I do infuse it with the crystals and other oils, depending on what kind of smudge spray you want. Okay, whether it's protection, whether it's love, whether it's clarity, whatever. Let me know. Your girl can make it. All right, put your girl to work. We trying to buy this house, y'all. Put your girl to work. Put your girl to work. So we've got other things. I do have crystals for sale too. I don't really advertise them like that, but if you're into crystals, let me know. I do have some crystals for sale. I do make smudge kits. Smudge kits come with a smudge wand, a sage or rosemary smudge wand. Sage or rosemary, not both, one or the other. You get 2 Palo Santo sticks as well as a selenite wand. This is to keep everything cleansed and protected. Selenite is a crystal that does not need to be charged or cleansed. It is self-cleansing, self-charging. So you can use it to cleanse and charge your other crystals. Okay. What else? I think that's about it, y'all. I think that is about it. Does anybody have any questions? Let me check my Hypsee to make sure I didn't miss anything. I didn't see a Cash App come through. Okay, nope. Hypsee is done. So I hope you guys will take advantage of everything that I got going on over here at BMGI LLC and support me in the Chamber Matrix. I thank all of you that have already supported and continue to support. I thank you so much for your love, for your energy, for letting me be your soulcologist and spiritual guide. Yeah. So if by any chance, if you guys do join my Hypsee, that is the way that you can get recorded readings. So I will do a video recorded reading. I will do a text message reading, or I will do a email reading. You can get that through Hypsee as well. So it does not have to be a live reading. Okay. If you do want a one-on-one, again, check the stand store. All right, Spirit, give me something for our alchemy. We're going to pull this last card. It is part of the Alchemy Awareness deck. I love this deck, guys. The colors, the cards are so pretty. Look at that. Look at how vibrant these colors are. Y'all know I like my colors. Y'all see my lights. I love my colors. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, my ancestors. Thank you for all of those souls that were here. Give me a final message to wrap this up for their greatest and highest personal growth and spiritual development and quantum healing. What is the last message that the collective needs to know? What is the message? There. Okay, not all of them. We just need one. All right, guys. And we got power pulled. Power pulled. And it reads, you have surrendered your sovereignty, letting another steer the course of your existence, whether through fear, comfort, or illusion. Your power has slipped from your grasp. But power is never truly lost. It waits to be reclaimed. Step forward. Take a chance. Own your path. No one else can live this life for you. That is the perfect ending, summation of this reading, of this live. Because remember, we started with enthusiasm. Start a new beginning, right? You're starting something new. You've been sitting on the shelf all this time because you've been afraid to start something new. You've been looking for that outside validation. You've been looking for that outside permission. You've been looking for someone to tell you, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, you should do that. You're looking for it from outside of you. And the only person, the only opinion that matters is the one that comes from you. Step out of this comfort, the creature comforts of life. Just because it's comfortable doesn't mean that it is meant for you to be, that it's meant to be. You have to be a little bit uncomfortable to step out of your comfort zone, to push the limit of your potential. Take your life back. No one can tell you how to live this life. No one can tell you what's right for you and what's wrong for you. You know what that is. You can feel it. You know it. It's being shown to you, it reflected to you in many different ways. Your ancestors want you to know how great you really are and how much of a co-creator you are of your reality. Life is not just happening to you. You are helping create the experiences that you have. Okay? I love this. I love this. I love this. Make a choice. Own your path. This is your life. This is your journey. Rock that shit. Rock it. Make it your own. You are not cookie cutter. What's meant for someone else is not necessarily going to work for you, and that's okay. That's okay. Your ancestors are going to meet you where you are. They're not going to meet you where someone else is. They're going to meet you where you are. Okay? So I hope that these messages resonated with you guys. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Let today be a day of spiritual self-care. Take care of your spirit, y'all. Take care of your spirit. Because remember, as above, so below. As within, so without. You are the change that you want to see. You guys are so welcome. I love you guys. I'll see you in the morning. Well, probably later on today because I'm doing some recording today. So I'll probably come up and do some chit-chatting with y'all guys. All right. But turn on your notifications. Be sure to follow me. And I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.